For day 2, it's going to be an upper body day. We're probably going to be mostly alternating, and a good rule of thumb is to not do 2 upper body days in a row and not do 2 lower body days in a row. Try to give yourself a day in between working the same body part twice. So today's exercise routine is going to be 3 exercises again. It's going to be wall push-ups, overhead press, and lateral raises. Same as yesterday, it's going to be 3 sets of 8 reps each, and trying to find a way to challenge yourself. So for wall push-ups, we want to be about 2 steps back, or whatever feels pretty comfortable. We're going to put our hands roughly shoulder width apart. And generally, the further back we stand, the harder it's going to be. So I would just choose something that's like medium. Hands roughly shoulder width apart, and we're going to try to push through our chest, or rather, we're going to bring our head down in between our hands to the door, and then we're going to push. And we're going to try to push as much as possible through our chest. Just try to think about that. There's not any real technical instructions there. It's more just like something to think about. So in, through the chest, in, through the chest. And you want to move fairly slowly on the decline, so like that, and then up. Doesn't have to be slow, but just in control. What out of control would look like is this. So you want to be nice and controlled. So 3 sets of 8 reps of that. Next exercise is going to be overhead press. So I've got my handy water bottles, but for this, mom and dad, I would recommend using the 3-pound weights. For this, we're going to stand up. We're going to hold a 3-pound weight in both hands, and we're going to lift up overhead. And once again, we're going to be controlled on the way down and up overhead. And something to think about here is you may find yourself wanting to like feeling the weight in your neck. So sometimes when I do standing overhead press, I'll feel, when I start to get tired, I'll feel myself compensating with my neck in a way, and you'll feel it if it comes. But if you start feeling that, try to recenter yourself and use your shoulders only. So the cue here is keep the weight out of your neck. So we're going to do 3 sets of 8 reps of this. And then the final exercise is going to be lateral raises. Again, we're going to use 2 light weights. I would probably use the 2-pound dumbbells that you have, mom and dad, both arms at the same time. Starts at our side, and we're going to lift up. And you're going to go a little bit above 90 degrees, or like parallel to the ground. So you don't need to go up, just a little bit above, and then back down. So 1, and again, we want to be controlled on the way down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, with that, keep the weight out of your neck, and that's about all. It's day 2.